Okay, so what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, it's a little bit different. If you guys remember, I used to do a few prop. Okay, so what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm doing a review of the FX2 funding prop firm, and this was a fairly interesting prop firm. To me, it was a little bit different to what I've been seeing in the industry. A lot of prop firms are kind of coming out with a similar model. So today I thought I'd discuss my opinions on it, my experiences with it as well, because they did sponsor me with an account. And yeah, let's dive straight into it. So as you know, when it comes to my prop firm reviews, I like to take a look at the website first of all, and just take a look at the rules, etc., regulations, whatever it is. So overall, I don't really care about how the website looks. You know, it's more importantly, I care about the rules that they have set, etc., and specifically if the rules are clearly laid out on the site. Okay, so first and foremost, they have something called trade your style, etc. Most prop firms have these. I'm not going to go over things that most prop firms don't have, like that most prop firms have. They have a nice profit split of 85% right here. One of the things that stand out to me is that there's no time limit and there's no minimum days. This is really, really nice. No time limit. The best thing about this though is the one-step evaluation. So you don't have to go through a verification phase like FDMO, my Forex funds, all the rest of them. It's a one-step evaluation, which is really, really nice. You have very quick payouts. So you can request your first pay after 7 days, then every 14 days. So every 2 weeks you can get a payout. I really, really like this. The one step, the quick payouts, and the no minimum days. Now, where I start having a little bit of an issue with this, it's not really an issue, but where I would feel like a lot of people would potentially fall short and will find some difficulty in this is the max drawdown. Okay, and the way that the max drawdown is set, I believe this is the most difficult part of it. Now, we take a look right here, first of all, at their packages. You can go all the way up to 200k. Very, very simple, self-explanatory packages. The pricing, first of all, is pretty expensive compared to a lot of the other ones in the industry. These are fairly expensive. What, $900 for the D100k, 1.8k for the 200k account right here. Now, taking a look at the profit target, it's 10%, while your max drawdown is 5%. Straight away, this could be a difficulty for some people, especially in comparison to the fact that a lot of other companies have 10% and 12% max drawdowns. Now, for me, this is not an issue because it's a one-step evaluation. So if you really think about it, just take your time with this, decrease your risk to 0.5% instead of 1%, and just take your time with it. It essentially is the verification and challenge in literally one phase. That's not a problem. Where I found difficulty with this, right, is the way that the max drawdown is calculated. Okay, so we'll discuss that in a second. Now, daily loss, the daily loss max right here, the daily max loss is 4k, which is once again 4%. It's not really a big deal. Okay, you shouldn't really be losing 4% in one day anyways. Now, I'll discuss yeah, so here they kind of compare the sums to everyone else. Look, we know that there's no one stage valuation for all the rest of them. This is fine. Time limit, this is good. The stop loss required, I don't really know about this. I don't think you even need to place a stop loss for my 5 Forex funds. Like, you don't need to have a stop loss in order to execute the trade. So I don't know about this one. And yeah, weekend open positions, this doesn't really bother me because I don't really hold much trades during the weekend. So when it comes to, I have two issues, if I'm being honest, with the way that this was with the way that the max loss is calculated, and I will show you in a second. So we go into the trading rules right here, and this is kind of where they explain all of the rules. Now, the max drawdown is trailing, which is a pretty annoying thing. I'll be honest with you, because let's say, okay, so the 5% drawdown trails your account until you achieve a 5% return on your account. Once you achieve a 5% return, it stops trailing and the drawdown is locked at your starting balance. This is all good. But let's say that you are starting the account 100k, which is what happened to me. I took a challenge right here and I was doing okay, but then I ended up hitting this max loss. Okay, I had a losing streak and I ended up hitting this max loss. Now, on a normal account, if I was trading with a firm that simply just has a standard fixed max drawdown at 10%, okay, minus 10% or even minus 5%, I wouldn't have come near that 5% at all. But since it's drawdown, okay, and since it's trailing, I ended up hitting that max drawdown because I was up 97 point, sorry, I was up 102k. Okay, and then I went down to 98 or 97, something like that, and I ended up losing that account. Now, 97k on a normal account if I was trading my Forex funds or whatever. That's nothing. Okay, I'm only down 2%. That you can easily make that up with a nice 5%, 6% trade. But this is one warning that I have to give you, that you do have to approach these accounts differently. Really account for this trailing drawdown. So really probably decrease your risk more than I probably would have even had my risk at. I mean, I had my risk at 0.5, 0.75. I'll probably decrease it even more than that. Okay. This is fine. The inactivity thing is fine. These are pretty much all the rules that they have. Like, these are the only 3 rules that you have to watch out for, which is decent. Okay, there's not much there. Now, another thing about it is the way that the payout is done. Okay, so here's another thing about the payouts. Okay, you have a 100k funded account to make 10%. You cannot request the full 10k that you just made. Okay, because they will then put your max drawdown at literally break even, so you cannot go below that. Okay, so here they will say, oh yeah, we recommend you to, if you make 10k, we recommend you to only withdraw 5k to keep another 5k in the account as a buffer. And then obviously when you start hitting, 20%, 30%, of course that limit stays there. Now, I understand why they would do this, especially if they're, it's not just like demo accounts, which they do have live accounts. So I understand that as a firm, they have to protect their capital, and this is their way of going risk-free. Once again, this is something that you would want to be aware of. So as I said, with every single firm, there's obviously going to be pros and cons. This is probably the con that I would have in regards to the trailing drawdown. Now, there's one other thing that I had with, there's one other issue that I had in my experience, and is the broker that they use. There's a lot of slippage. And don't get me wrong, I reached out to David and I reached out to the support, and they eventually got this slippage fixed for me. Okay, so I had a trade, multiple trades actually, where I would place my stop loss, and the trade would literally, like, the stop loss order would not be filled in until a good few points down below, sometimes even 10 pips. And this is it literally could be a deal breaker, especially when you're trading with such a max, like a very small max drawdown like this, and especially a trailing max drawdown. So this probably would have been the biggest deal breaker when it came to FX2 funding for me. I had a lot of slippage, and I will literally show you the slippage here that I had to endure. So here I have the history pulled up. So as you can see, some of the trades, especially if you have the risk predefined and you're trying to risk 1%, 0.5, etc., and you have slippages that are this big, you can really put off your calculations. So for example, you can see that here I had my SL at 32720, and the trade got out at 32704. I mean, that's 15 points, which is, it's a very big difference. Here as well, this was, a break-even trade. So the SL wasn't hit right here. Once again, here I got out at 32740, but my SL was at 32735. And you can go ahead and we can go through all of these, but there was pretty much slippage on nearly every single trade. Some of the slippage was really minor, but slippages like this can really have a massive effect on your account. So this is probably the biggest deal breaker right here, and I'm getting a call. So that's pretty much it, guys. This is my thoughts based off of my experience. I really do think they're a good prop firm. One thing that I would love to see changed is this slippage thing. Other than that, it really depends on what you're looking for, the type of trader you are. But yeah, if you're interested in joining FX2 funding, then make sure to use my discount code. It's going to pop up on the screen right now to get 15% off, and make sure you use my affiliate link down in the description. So with that being said, I appreciate every single one of you for watching through to the end, and I'll catch you guys on another review. Bye bye.